Hi, my name is Gershon Reisenberg. I am a Rebbe of the EB1 class. I've been here for 3 years. There are a group of students ranging from grade 1 to grade 3, and I have 15 kids. When I design or think about the environment of my classroom, it's a very conscious thing. It's constantly changing and it's constantly evolving to the needs of the students. In addition to planning the works and the physical environment, I need to be very conscious and plan my actions and what I try to focus on as a Rebbe. At the beginning of each year, I generally go around the class to see what each child is hoping to learn more about. Whether that's atoms or space or how airplanes fly or gems and minerals. And we use that information to gear our general outlook for the lesson. So if we need to learn something about science, it's usually very easy to integrate an interest that they want. Even if it's like just a sentence at the beginning of the lesson, we try and integrate that to pique their interest and get them kind of on board with us. In the first few months of teaching this group of boys, it became very, very apparent that a lot of them were very interested in different kinds of art and different techniques. So since there is like a myriad of ways that you can express yourself creatively through art, I chose Parsha as a medium to help integrate that into the classroom. It's become one of the highlights of the week. It also really makes the Parsha almost like come alive to them because they have to think about what happened in the story, and then whatever medium we're using that week, they have to try and integrate those elements into it. It really makes them excited about Parsha. In the beginning of the year, I felt like our class needed a little bit of a reminder about sticking to a work plan and sticking to a plan and accomplishing your goals. Amazingly, Elul falls out at that time of the year. We use that as an opportunity to highlight the connection. We had 2 fields. We came up with a set plan for one of them, and the other one we just said we'll do whatever we want. The one that we kept and stuck to the plan with ended up being like an actual field. It was like 4-inch tall grass. The other one had like maybe 3 or 4 great like strands of grass coming up, and that really was like a visual but also practical kind of example of why sticking to a plan is important and why our work charts are there for a reason. They liked science, and it was really, really amazing for them every morning to walk in and see, it grew a little more. So we have this massive world map in our classroom, and whenever we learn about something and the kids can make a connection to where it is on the world map, they create a little marker, like a little drawing of what we're learning about, and then we kind of put it up on the board over there. And that is an awesome connection that the kids have from the beginning to the end of the year, because in an instant they can look up at that map and just have like 16 lessons at their fingertips that can kind of knock them off. I'm a constant teacher throughout the day, and that gives me the ability to make numerous connections that if you just came in for an hour, you wouldn't be able to make. It allows us and them to integrate the curriculum to being one complete, endless knowledge base. There are kids who come up during lessons, they're like, oh, Rebbe, remember we learned that last year? Or even at times, oh, Rebbe, remember that connection we learned about that 2 years ago? It kind of brings all 3 years of education into like one whole moment. And when the kids make those connections, it's really, really amazing. In Lamplighters, the educator stays with the students for 3 years. And so after 3 years with being with each child, we really get a sense of what works when it comes to problem solving, what works to get them excited about works, and what works to make them feel at home. Every year when they come, they're not coming back to a new classroom. Even if the physical location is different, like the Rebbe or the Mora is still there centering the whole environment, and that's a really comforting, welcoming kind of situation to walk into at the beginning of the year, the beginning of the week, or just any regular Tuesday. The fact that I'm with each child for 3 years really gives me a deep and meaningful perspective on each child's needs, challenges, and also successes. we've moved buildings and we've moved classrooms, and the children have changed as well. Up until this point, the Rebbes of this class have really been the only consistent. Being that I am conscious to see myself as part of the environment, I make sure to adapt and grow and meet all the needs of the students as they come and as they go, as they grow, as they have challenges, and obviously as they have successes.